Alright guys, we are up to Aries. And this is going to be the monthly tarot reading for all Aries. Take what's for you, leave what doesn't, and leave what isn't. And yeah, this is going to be for May 2025. We're probably going to adjust this camera here in a little bit. You guys are the first one that I'm doing for today. So if you feel like you don't resonate with this too much, we do have the collective reading already up, and by the end of the day, I hope to have all the other signs up, so check your sun, moon, and rising, and maybe even your north node. Just making sure I got a good mix on everything, and if you're interested, there was a deck clearing video that I put up, but otherwise, welcome to the reading, and thank you for tuning in. And you'll know the spiel. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below, even if it's just an emoji, and here we go. There's going to be, this is the method for this month. It'll probably change later on. 8 cards and then an additional card to sum up the energy throughout the entire month. What's going to be touching every area somehow. And yep, here we go. Card 1 for the month of May for Aries. Just a little bit more. We've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. So there is forward progress being made. This is an intuitive reading, so what I say may not match what's on the cards. We've got the, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, we are going to shut this one open. At least partially. And there's going to be delays headed your way. However, it's just going to add frustration, help you find new ways to conquer the same old problems, and it's most likely going to give you a way to permanently conquer some of these old problems. And I have to move things because things suddenly changed. And just like with a lot of people that do these tarot readings on here, whatever happens in the environment whenever we're doing the reading, that may be what's going on with you. That may have some kind of an inkling of what you're going to be dealing with. People coming in all of a sudden, people that you were expecting finally showing up, and somehow this is going to cause a delay. Delay in communication, delay in your action. However, you will make a recovery, and I don't feel a lot of anger. It's just more of that frustration. You could feel like you need to be here, there, and everywhere too, but this is going to be a little bit of a long reading, so. Death in the upright. Whatever these actions and frustrations are about is going to lead to endings and beginnings. You're going to be able to end some cycles, end some likely disadvantageous relationships or connections that you're really trying to hope that they're going to allow you to transform, to change something. However, it wasn't working out the way that it was promised. You weren't getting out of it what you came in to get, and it does really feel like you're going to be slowly walking away from this, and there's no haste, there's no hesitation either. It's just a direct from the brain to the body action where you're just picking things up and you are walking and you are doing what you need to do. You're not going to hurry for anybody, and if somebody wants to make themselves an obstacle, that's up to them. We've also got the 8 of Wands. Now with the 8 of Wands, we've got speed, and even if things are a little bit clunky at the beginning, after you get past this and you start this action, you'll be able to make a decision, go through it one by one. Yes, no, not a maybe. That was definitely a no. not call me later. My answer is a final answer kind of a thing. Once you start this movement, it's going to cause other things to come in quickly. I think that's why you have this quick decision kind of energy with you. I mean, you are an Aries, and that's generally not a problem for Aries unless you're in just like a general downturn of events where you're screwed no matter what. However, if you're getting screwed no matter what, you might as well make the actions that's going to make the most difference and maybe get you into a place that's not going to have you in such a stuck position. And we've got Temperance, and a lot of glare. Somebody could be trying to come in and shine a light to make whatever's going on appear to be to their benefit. However, if it's so much to their benefit and involves them so much, then why do they need you to be involved in this? If they have so much ownership over this, there's no real reason for you to take the knee, to obey, to do what it is that they need you to do. It's their situation, they can deal with it. And part of some of these actions right now are going to be, or throughout the month, is going to be you just being incredibly sensible. Incredibly okay, I want to say this in a way that's going to make sense, and it's not coming out that way. If people come to you with saying, well, I need this done, feel free to mirror back to them the same thing they just said to you, Aries. Then you need to do that. You need to handle that. Not me. You have the capability to get yourself into this. You have the capability to fix whatever it is that you did. You know what needs to be done enough to try to direct somebody else to change it for you. But if you're asking somebody else to do what you know needs to be done, and I think this is the other person, Aries, but it's almost like they don't want to take the responsibility for the results of these actions that need to be done, need to be committed. There's a reason why they don't want to commit themselves to this, and it's because even they don't want the consequences of it, of what that's going to bring, because there's somebody else that they're not telling you about that's involved in this. There's another hand that has another side to whatever this issue is, and that's why they're not doing anything about this. But so far, we've got some quick movement, quick action for you this month, Aries, and it's going to lead some beginnings and endings. Quick movement because you're dropping a lot of dead weight, a lot of things that you do not need to be involved in. There's going to be a necessity for you to mirror back to people what it is that they are saying to you, and when it doesn't make sense whenever you say it to them, then maybe they'll finally realize that what they're saying doesn't make any sense. With the Ace of Swords coming up, and it's coming up on top of the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Swords is also in reverse. So these are some new ideas that you may have started or been a part of, and because of this other person's involvement, it wasn't working out. But I think that you're finally seeing why it wasn't working out, and it's because of them. This may be something that you still want to do, so I don't think this is going to be chaos for you. I think this will be chaos for some of the other people that you've been working with, Because you committing yourself to working with these people and centering around this idea is not working out the way that it should. And if it's not clear why, you're about to clear up the reason why by eliminating everyone else and starting something new with the same core idea behind it. And the Lovers in reverse, and that is coming out on top of Death. So this could involve a romantic relationship. However, I don't think the romantic relationship is really all of this BS that's been going on. I do think you need to check out the collective reading because there's a lot of similar energy there, but if you are involved with someone romantically and things just aren't working out, this is either something that's not negatively affecting you. This relationship is something that's not negatively affecting you, and it's just a part of your daily life that is not touched by this unless you bring all this calamity up. It's almost like they're over there doing their own thing and you're doing yours, and you just kind of meet and coalesce in your downtime from whatever it is that you all are dealing with. However, it's really like you're detached from all the issues outside of the relationship. Like there's a love bubble kind of situation going on whenever you two are together. It's like you both drop all the baggage at the door and just be together whenever you're together, and then you're not trying to deal with these issues together. Because there's that boundary, which is good. There might be someone else that's trying to manipulate you through your significant other. And that's not going to work out for them. Like this other person that you're with, this significant other that you're with, it may not even be a romantic relationship. It could just be someone else that you hang out with, a friend that you like spending time with. It doesn't even have to be an intimate relationship. It's just someone that's detached and separate from everything else you're dealing with. And someone else finds that out and is like, oh, well, I'm going to start saying something to them because maybe they'll be able to talk some sense into Aries. And that's not the case. They're just going to let you know that, hey, this person contacted me and started saying this to me. These are the conversations that we had. And I'm not going to talk to them anymore, but you do with this what you feel is necessary. Because I just want to let you know that they were doing this. They felt comfortable doing this. And we do got a kitty today, but she is comfortable alive kitty. If you see some phantom movements, that's what it is. We've got the Queen of Cups coming up, and it's coming up with this fast movement. Yeah, because there's definitely going to be a time where you don't have a problem making this decision. I really don't, because this is almost like you had something on a time limit. If this doesn't work out by this time, then I am going to detach from this and move on this in a different way. Move forward with this in a new way that doesn't involve these people and isn't attached to this. You may have to worry about some intellectual property issues, because even though you detach from this group, this project, they may try and come in and say that, well, the only reason why you had that is because we did that with this whole situation, and well, you need to give us a cut, or you need to give us our property back, or we need to be involved in this new project, and because it's just the old one with a new name. And I don't think that's the case. They were hung up enough on it that they weren't getting anything done, so how can they say that they have any right to any kind of restitution with that, Aries? This really feels like people that were codependent on you to make the connection, to make the like to set everything up, and then while they were all there partying and taking advantage of the party favors and everything, it's just like everyone's looking at you like, well, what's next? You know, what's the next part of this party? What's the next part of this engagement? You know, what else do you have set up for us? And I feel like this is something that you didn't even start. Like, you weren't the initial person initiating all of this. And yeah, someone is getting, feels like they're getting their heart broken with the star coming up in reverse. Almost as though they expected other people to do all the work for them with this, and you tried it out for a while. However, it's going to lead to a total disconnection for you, Aries. It's not something you want to be involved in anymore. If this isn't work, if this isn't like some special side project or side business that you're doing, it may very well be a family group. Whatever you're there, calling them out on this codependency and this, it's not like it's your disconnection, Aries, because it's somebody else's. It feels like it's a number of people that are sitting there like, well, what's next? Like, they don't want to make any decisions. They don't want to be culpable at all. And as much as they may want to be involved in something, they don't want to be a part of it. Like, there's I went on this whole rant and rave about it was positive, so don't look down on that, but I went on this whole rant and rave thing about Burning Man, which I've never been to, on the deck clearing video that I did, and just setting up the deck for the month and clearing all the energy from April out. And at the end of Burning Man, everyone at the festival comes and helps to build the man. They come and all put pieces together for it, and they're a part of this whole fiasco, this whole event that ends everything. And it's like, these people are just showing up to watch it. It really is, because the sorry, the whole idea is like it's a temporary city, and then at the end of the festival everything gets destroyed. It's a momentary thing. It's all this energy brought into one space, and everyone bringing in this like momentous kind of a thing to be communal and be a part of each other's moments for the moment. And then at the end of it, like, the booths get torn down, and from my understanding, how it used to be anyway, I don't know if it's still this way, but at the end of the festival, all the booths and everything get torn down, and they all get contributed to the man, and then the man is set on fire in this great glory and great moment of glory and everything. It ends the festival, and it theoretically, from an outside perspective, it sounds something great to be a part of, like a very cathartic kind of experience that has a time and a place, and then it's over, and it's a great memory, and it's a great, whatever you want to call it. But these people just wanted to show up and like take pictures of all the crazy people with the weird hair and the weird art exhibits and everything, and they just like, oh, that's great. I want to just come here and be a spectator and and like witness the spectacle. I don't want to be a part of it. And say that they were a part of it, but they didn't take part of it. That they didn't take part in it. And I think that's who you are separating yourself from this month, Aries. It's going to take you, like, there's no boundary cards here. There really isn't. It's just movement in your fire sign, so that makes a lot of sense. It's not up to you to build these boundaries for other people to hop over. It's much more of a fire line energy where people go in and they will burn out a certain section of the forest through a controlled burn, and there very well may be some bridges that you burn. And I don't think it's you. I think you're just responding to whatever it is that people have been bringing you. But I really do think that that's a good card for you to start the month off with, Aries. And we have movement. You get tired of me talking your ear off. But we have movement and a decision. There's not a lot of looking back at the past. Actually, I don't think anything here is looking back at the past. If anything, the only real figure here that's looking back at the past is going to be the female figure in the Lovers reversed. And she's not looking at the back at the past. She's looking at the other figure in the card and saying, so are you ready? Like, she's already in the future. She's at a place where you likely are trying to get to where you want to be, and it doesn't matter what gender you are. It's just that almost like there's you, and then there's a part of you that you want to nurture. Like this future part of you that's beckoning you to, like, come on, get to where you want to go. Become the future you that you want to be. And it's just a few steps away, Aries, and it looks like by the end of the month, even though you have a disconnect, I don't think the insecurity is going to be you. I think it's really going to be you trusting yourself and trusting the decisions that you make and moving forward with them. And this last card is going to be energy that touches every part of your life this month and everything that you do. So let's see. I don't know why I want to hold that back, but yeah. It's choosing to care for yourself and care for what it is that you find value in rather than what you find work in. You may still be willing to give to other people, but I think for the most part you're starting to give to yourself, seeing where it is that your charity has gone and what other people have done with it. It seems like, okay, bear with me whenever I say this, with the strings attached part of the Six of Pentacles being here, because the Six of Pentacles is in reverse, you're focusing on self-care. You're focusing on what you need and where you want to be and how it is that you need, or what it is that you need to do to get there. The strings attached thing is associated with this charity. It's someone maybe coming in and trying to utilize power and domination over you, saying that, okay, well, I can help you with this, but you need to do this for me. Like this offer of help, this offer of assistance is going to be, well, only if. There's a price you're going to have to pay, and at this point, it's likely not going to be a price that you want to pay. Because there's never going to be an end. Whenever you get something done, you're thinking, okay, book closed, we're done, I paid you back, we're over. Well, and they're going to come back and say, well, what about the interest? Well, that's it? That's all you're going to do for me? Well, I thought you'd want to help me out more. Well, I thought you would want to do this. I thought you would want to do that. It's like, and you have your own life. You have your own goals and priorities, Aries. So I really don't, there's no boundary cards here. This is you doing what you need to do and beginning and end. That's it. You shouldn't have to structure your life for other people to understand what you're doing. That's the main message of this month. And we're already at 24 minutes, so I am going to let you guys go. Thank you for tuning into this reading. Please make sure you check back for the daily and weekly readings, and I am going to be putting out 72-hour readings for the weekend, starting on Thursdays. So you guys have a chance to watch it before the weekend starts to set in. And anytime that you find those 72-hour readings, it'll be for whenever you find them. So even if you find them a year from now, a month from now, it doesn't matter. It won't matter. They are going to be timeless readings. So thank you guys for tuning in. And again, please be sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow.